Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that first clip. That baking powder, that was a bad idea. Let's be honest. Right now I'm in the Nashville airport. What you saw earlier was me testing out the Canon 50mm 1.2 lens, and I'll get to that in just a second. But first, what better subject matter than Oakland, California, where I'm going for a business trip? So let's get to Oakland. Made it to Salt Lake City. Next stop is Oakland, California. Apparently in Utah you can get Seattle's best coffee. I'm not in Washington. What is this? Finally made it to the hotel here in Oakland, California, right outside San Francisco, and I'm super excited about this. I'm only here for less than 48 hours. Oh, and by the way, it only took me 2,200 miles to remember that I forgot the 50mm Nifty 50 that Sony makes to compare with the new 50mm lens. So that comparison is not going to happen, but I will review it and I will tell you why I use Canon lenses like that. So before I do that, I really want to go see the Golden Gate Bridge, take some good shots with the 50mm and the drone, so let's go do it. Took everything out, the A7S II, the A7R II. If you want to see what I use for travel filmmaking, there's a video right here. Click the little card thing. But I took everything out, so all I have are the necessities to go get some cool shots, which is the Mavic 2, the controller, and the 50mm lens. And the camera that I'm holding is the A7III with the 25mm lens with the little Joby Pod thing and a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. So yeah, that's all the gear I really need. Let's go get some cool shots of the Golden Gate Bridge. There's many different reasons why I would choose this over Sony or any other Nikon. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of reasons. With different brands comes different craftsmanship, and with Canon glass, you really can't go wrong. It portrays colors so well. There is an obvious color difference. I don't know the science behind it, but there is. I would have not purchased this if it wasn't for my Canon 50 1.4 breaking. If it didn't break, this would not be in my hands right now. But because it broke, I figured why not upgrade? Yes, it goes down to 1.2, but let's be honest, it's really hard to keep anything in focus at 1.2. I was struggling last night with the footage you saw in Nashville. One of the primary differences between amateur and professional photographer and videographers is the glass. Nobody ever listens to me when I say this, but if you have quality glass, the image will just be that much better. It's so sharp, it's got good bokeh. Plus, these things are an investment, which should last a lifetime, but I don't take care of my equipment, so it's whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna slap this on and we're gonna see some of the test footage with it and see what I can get out of it. Okay, I was editing this video and I just felt like I didn't give you enough information on this lens. And I saw that footage and it didn't turn out the best it could have been. It was surprisingly at Golden Gate Bridge, completely sunny. I mean, it was a nightmare trying to get anything on film because it was just bright light. And yes, the A7 III does have good dynamic range, but it's no cinema camera. So it has this weird look. I mean, it's never the ideal situation to film in complete daylight. Anyways, that footage didn't really turn out the best. It's very choppy, and the reason why is because I didn't have an ND filter on this. So of course I had to use my shutter speed to correct the exposure, and you saw what happened there. Overall, even in the harshest daylight conditions, this lens is great. It's very crisp. What I really like about it is the smooth focus ring, and this is something you don't get on cheap 50mm lenses. Because I pull manual focus, this is absolutely critical, and this ring is smooth. It's very precise and correct. You can obviously see where your focus distance is, and I'm impressed. It's a great piece of glass. This was really not a good show off of the lens, but would I trade it back for the 1.4? Is it worth the price tag of whatever I paid for it? Yes and no. Yes, considering that it is premium glass, you can obviously tell that when you're holding it, when you feel it, it is a beefy lens. And of course, this is the Metabones adapter. I forgot to mention that as well when I was out there. You can honestly get away with a $100 adapter if you just pull manual focus, but this is really meant for autofocus when taking pictures, and it works phenomenal. I took a couple photos out there and the focusing is pretty precise with this thing, but the video, of course, you just want to pull manual focus. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Hope you learned something or hope you got something out of it. Really, the overall message of this video is buy premium glass. Premium glass is really one of the characteristics of standing out when it comes to photography and video production. Catch you in the next one.